Hey everybody, Plaguewing here. We're going to start mission 3 in the Valley of the Dry Bones. We're going to show you the side that belongs to the Death Guard Legion as well as their allies. So you can see there are some orcs. You will see here these will be spawn, another unit of spawn, other spawn, the remaining cultists. They also have a unit of renegades and the 2 units from the space of the Space Marines that you saw. Over on the other side, you will see the loyalist side that has brought in where you see where there's some snipers. There are 4 units of tactical Marines. You'll see the sisters, their support, and the rhinos. When you start seeing the turns, you will start seeing the battlefield start to change where the Marines will actually start getting in the rhinos. This is just to give you an idea how the forces are going to look and how it's set up. This will be turn 1 in the Valley of the Dry Bones. Turn 1 coming up. Oh, before I say that, real quick, I forgot to mention the sacrifice. So to do the sacrifice here on each turn, when you roll a 5 up, on each individual person, that person is sacrificed. No saves or anything allowed. And as each person dies, the chaos monolith gets activated. So if I roll, once the first sacrifice has happened, the monolith is activated. It can have all of them die in one turn, which will completely open up the monolith, or none can happen. It all depends on the dice rolls, guys. Let's see what happens. Turn 1 coming up. Let's rock. Okay guys, that was the end of turn 1, and as you can see, 3 sisters were sacrificed, which I forgot to mention at the beginning that each time a sister is sacrificed, the unit's 18 inches away from the monolith, because it is the oldest one, gives an invulnerable save. So currently it's at 5 because 1 was needed to activate, then 6 and 5. So currently everything within 18 inches of the monolith has a 5-up invulnerable save. So let's recap real quick what occurred. The loyalist was actually able to go first, and with their shooting, they were able to, you'll see the Imperial Guard, they advanced here. Sorry, this guy was not supposed to drop. He's actually still alive. Yay. So here, from the shooting from the snipers and from the Devastator, this is what happened to the orcs, and that orc unit ran off. But you'll see that the knobs and the war balls are still still alive. There was a whole point that was taken from this Lehman Russ, and you'll see a spawn had died, and a spawn had died here as well. But on the traitor side, you see these death coppers move forward. They shot at the snipers and did absolutely nothing. Typical orc shooting. The orcs here, they were more or less stopped. They didn't go too far from where they started. They were stopped there. You'll see the spawn here moved advanced. They had a wound caused to them, but they failed their charges. So I was like, wow, okay. As well as the spawn here, there's actually this Imperial Guard group was able to kill one of the spawn, which had wounds caused them by the heavy weapon teams. And the heavy bolter here was able to get the wounds down low enough so the overwatch by the Imperial Guard had two 6s and 2 5s. Oh, excuse me, and 1 5 was able to 1 6. So it was able to kill that spawn, but the spawn rolled 4, so they failed their charge. I'm like, wow, really? So that was the end of turn 1. We'll start into turn 2. We'll start getting a little bit more heated. Turn 2 coming up.